Gun control is one of the most highly debated political issues. Some Americans are concerned about protecting their Second Amendment right to own firearms, but shootings at high schools and colleges over the years, including at Northern Illinois in 2008, contribute to concerns about gun ownership and safety in the classroom. In Texas, starting August 1st, all public universities will allow students to carry firearms on campus. Texas is the 8th state to allow guns on campus, joining Colorado, Idaho, Kansas, Mississippi, Oregon, Utah, and Wisconsin. The University of Houston created this PowerPoint warning professors to be careful about what they discuss in class. The university was concerned that students carrying guns could become violent during discussions of sensitive topics. Here at Loyola, Jill Geisler teaches ethics in the School of Communication. She believes that it's the job of the professor to create a safe place for discussion.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being careful discussing sensitive topics, but I think the most important thing is to establish a strong set of values and how you're going to communicate with each other in that room.
Professor Geisler works with her students to create guidelines on how to respectfully interact in class. She believes that her students are less confrontational when they have these guidelines.
Whether or not they're carrying a gun or whether or not they're carrying a comb, they can disagree and no one will be harmed as a result.
Even if Illinois passes campus carry legislation, Loyola might not be affected. Private universities ultimately have the decision whether or not to allow students to carry guns on campus. Even though Loyola does not allow guns on its campus, some students are uncomfortable with the idea of their peers bringing guns to class.
I don't necessarily think it would change what I say, but it would definitely change my behavior in the class, and I don't think I'd be comfortable to be in a classroom with other people carrying guns.
Professor Geisler and her students agree that limiting conversation would take away from their academic experience. Jake Mazanke, Loyola News Chicago.
Well, we did have a thoughtful process before we published. We did go through several rigorous steps before we shared that with the public as truth.